Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be going over the Powtoon interface so you can become familiar with the features and the buttons and all that. So the first thing you're going to do is go to powtoon.com and log in and then click the dashboard link at the top. And from there, you're going to create a new presentation. And then we're just going to start from scratch and click Go for this blank presentation. Okay, this is the Powtoon interface. So let's quickly go through the buttons. Many of them are self-explanatory. Some of them maybe not so much. So the new button over here is what you click when you want to start a new presentation. Pretty cut and dry. Save is how you save your presentation. Cut is very, very useful because you can cut different elements or animations from one slide and paste them into another. So for example, let's scroll over here to the right where our animations are, and let's just click this guy here. Well, let's just say I want to cut him out and paste him in another presentation. I would just make sure he's selected and then click Cut. Now I can go over here to the next slide and then hit Paste, and just like that, he's into the next slide. This feature really comes in handy when you want to use the same object or animation throughout your presentation. Copy works along the same principle, except it doesn't remove it from the slide. It just copies it, and then you can paste it into another slide. The grid button is useful because it will help you see how centered everything is. If you want to move something around, you can, move it in increments and make sure that you are in the center of the presentation. So that can be very useful. The edge button basically just toggles the shadow. So when you click, notice the shadow leaves the edges, and then you can put it back. I kind of like the edge effect. It gives it a little bit of dimension. The sound button will allow you to not only add background music, but voiceover. And I'm going to go over that in a later video. The image button allows you to add images into your presentation. So you can actually incorporate images from your computer or images that you make in Photoshop, images that you've downloaded from other stock photo sites that you have rights to, and all that. And then text is how you add text to your presentation. And over here, these are all your text formatting features. So you've got the font, you've got the bold, underline, italics, the font face, the color, center, right align, left align. But obviously this is grayed out because we don't have any text. So let's just get rid of this guy. You're just going to click him and hit delete, and he goes away like that. So let's just click text really quickly. And so now you can see, because I have text here, now all of these formatting features are now highlighted. So if I wanted to change the color of the text, for example, I would just click this and choose a different color. If I want to change the alignment from left align to center, if I want the text to be underlined, I could do that. And so that's pretty much how that works. And then finally, there's the publish button. And this is how you publish your project to YouTube or to your computer. And depending on what membership level you have, that will determine the options that you have on this feature. And over here on the right, these are your animations. And once again, based on your membership, that's going to determine what you see. So when you scroll through here, you will see different styles, and some of them will say premium. So if you don't have the premium membership, you won't have access to them. And every style has categories. So you have text effects, so how your text comes on the screen. If you want it to be written, this is the handwriting tool. So you type whatever you want here, and then Powtoon will write it out, just like this demo illustrates here. So you've got image holders, you've got different icons. So you would choose the style that's appropriate for your presentation. So if you're doing something with Thanksgiving, you would go to the holiday style, and you can see there's some Thanksgiving icons, there's Hanukkah, Halloween. So this is how you choose your different animations over here. So that's all for the overview video. In the next video, we're going to go over the timeline and the slides, because that's really the heart and soul of Powtoon. Once you understand how the timeline feature works, you'll be able to do pretty much anything that you want. So stay tuned for that. I'll see you in the next video.